So in today's video, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, it is a Paragon mod, the last of the military Paragons that I haven't showcased yet. It's the HELI Paragon made by Green Phoenix, so once again, shout out to him for making it. And this one's the Apache Commander. Description: what's stronger than one Apache Prime? Multiple. So if recall, this is a pretty basic Paragon mod, as in, it doesn't do much other than, well, combine all three into one without doing too much special. Let me just showcase it for ya. So we're gonna be in a boss as usual, and then after that, of course, we'll test in a how long can you survive run. Degree 1 and 100. Right now it's degree 1 because I didn't drop any other towers, and I did have the instant degree mod enabled, but that's not used for this one. That being said, we're gonna be using it against the newish Vortex boss, so I guess we'll see how it does. Now, as for the placement of the Paragon, I hope I didn't place it in a terrible spot where it gets stunned by Vortex, because as you see right now, it will get stunned if Vortex gets to the very back. I don't know if there's a spot ever on the map where it won't get stunned, like maybe here on Lotus Island. Actually, what would be big brain is if I made an ice platform and then put the heli in the top right corner, but of course, it's a little bit too late for that. Now, to see the accurate damage, we have to, of course, get the extra damage dealer, so let me quickly get Brittle, Cripple, and Glue Storm. And yeah, let's just see what this Paragon mod is. Well, first off, looks like there's way more than 3 mini Comanches. They all turn purple. It's hard to tell how many there are right now. I would guess like 9 or so. And if it works like Bottom Path does, then more will spawn in. I think every percentage across the map, it does seem to spawn in like one more, you see? Another one is added, or is it actually, or some disappearing and then coming back? Because it doesn't seem like it's more than 9 right now. But it's really hard to tell. Well, either way, I don't expect there to be more than 9 really, because, well, Vortex isn't really going anywhere. Thanks to its knockback, we are doing pretty decently versus it, but remember that it is only tier 3, so, even though this is a degree of 1, actually, hold on. I do believe it's getting stunned, because you can see the effect on the helipad. So, maybe for the next tier, I'll probably put it in the top right corner, so that it would never get stunned. Anyways, for Incorporation of Middle Path, I guess they still have the Chinook and Marine abilities. I'm not sure if they're any stronger though, but I guess we can test by dropping the Marine now. And let's see. Where's the Marine? There's the Marine, and unfortunately it doesn't look like this mod has done much other than just give the normal Marine, because this seems like normal tier 5 Marine damage. Definitely would have been interesting if, you know, the Marine dropped had, well, bonus Paragon damage too. Since it is from a Paragon. Now, as for the Chinook ability, I'm pretty sure it's just basic. Let me just move it. And you will see that, yeah, it's the same cooldown. Nothing too spectacular about it. Again, as I said, pretty basic. And pretty rough Paragon. Again, only, even though it's only degree 1, I feel good Dart Paragon would absolutely annihilate this degree 1 as well, while being cheaper. And yeah, that'll do it for tier 3. Got over halfway. I think way worse than the Ace Paragon for sure. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if, like, maybe the mini Comanches don't get the extra boss damage. Because if you didn't know, I don't think the modders have to do anything special to give Paragons bonus damage. Because in the game already, they're just all coded to give bonus boss damage, a lot of it. Just seems to me that there's a bit of missing damage. But I guess we'll see you for tier 4 and see how that goes. Okay, we're around 100 now, and I'm pretty sure we have no chance with the degree 1 Heli Paragon, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna get back a new Apache Commander, and I'm gonna use the instant degree mod to set it to 100 to see if, well, 100 does anything. So let's go. How much damage does it do, guys? So far, that just seems pretty low to me. I don't know about you, but I expect more than, like, 30,000 DPS for a degree 100. Or maybe it's a decent speed, I don't know. It's actually getting to the first skull decently quickly. I also just realized that we lost the money crate from the, what do you call it? The Heli Paragon. Although it still has a money or banana icon. That's probably from the previous, the Chinook ability that gave us extra money. Or maybe we can watch the pop counter go up. Either way, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. It actually is giving us money over time. Like 5,000 every little bit. I'm not sure where it's coming from, actually. Is it just dropping crates periodically? Maybe that's why there's no ability. In that case, yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. And okay, I take my words back. We're actually turning it pretty quickly now. At first it just looked like it wasn't doing a lot, but that's probably because there were very little mini Comanches. I also just realized that the mini Comanches are all the mini Comanches shoot the Apache Prime missiles. See a bunch of Apache Primes and just Apache, no Apache lasers. I'm not sure that's coming from the main Apache, or maybe each mini Comanche shoots out both projectiles, and on top of that, the rockets. And alright, I guess all we needed was a degree 100 to take down tier 4 here. I guess this right here, guys, shows you the difference between, or how much stronger your degree 100 is versus degree 1. The fact that it annihilates tier 4 at 100, but at a degree 1, it lets it go halfway and almost kills us. Don't think it's going to be enough to solo tier 5, but guess we'll find out. GG's tier 4. As you saw there, it was a $4,500 crate, so I guess it drops that periodically, along with lives. Not sure how many lives it gives. Well, because if you didn't know, over 1,000 lives, the game reduces the amount of lives you gain, just so that it doesn't go, like, super out of hand. Okay, and now for the tier 5, ladies and gents. I should mention, if I forgot already, that, yes, I know the game is lagging right now. It's probably because of the mod. It normally isn't this bad, but I guess we just have to live with it. I also realized that maybe looking at the pop count is wrong, because you see, it only has 4 million pops, even though the HP, the Vortex, had, like, 7 million. For tier 4, so I'm assuming it only counts the main Comanche for the damage, so it seems like maybe the mini Comanches do more of the damage than, like, combined, than the main guy. But anyways, you can see so far, tier 5 is a different beast. We're not even close to getting the first skull, so I think I'm gonna have to deploy another Paragon. Now, I could deploy an existing Paragon, but the thing is, I do have the whole military pack enabled, so what I am going to do instead is I'm gonna showcase the sniper. Now, you might remember that I already showcased the sniper, quote-unquote, in a Sniper Paragon video. That was the first one I did, actually. However, this is a different version. This is Elite, or rather Green Phoenix's version. Elite Mulp Crippler. Fast-firing, smart mulp crippling rifles can deal with almost everything. Now, let me upgrade the one on top to it. We'll leave the degree to whatever it turns out to, which is 1. Nice. And we'll, well, let it go to work. Maybe 2 Paragons can do the job. It also seems like it's shooting so fast, or rather, I guess the sprite doesn't rotate. Maybe that's just to save the effort. Anyways, our FPS just seems to be getting worse and worse by the second. So it might be that we're spawning more than mini Comanches as Vortex goes along the track. But we do need help, because as you see, we only got first call right now. So I'm gonna do probably the best Paragon, existing Paragon, for Vortex, which is the Ninja, because this one can shoot full map range. Bad news again is that it's only going to be degree 1, but that's okay. Any damage helps. Okay, it looks like we're still struggling with the Vortex, so let me unleash one more Paragon. Bolt Paragon. This will be a little bit higher because I had boat farming the entire way. It'd be 38. I did put it away from the track just so that it wouldn't get stunned. That doesn't mean I lose the main hotshot attack, but it's whatever. Now, I probably would go for a Dark Paragon, but for this week's Vortex, only 2 of them are enabled, so you can't actually go for the Dark Paragon. And I guess I could go Boomer Paragon, but come on, I got 4 Paragons already. If this is enough, that would be pretty shocking. So skull number 2 finally. At this rate, though, it's still not looking very good. Well, boys, I can already tell we're not popping at this rate, so I think we're actually going to restart from tier 5 again. And here's what I'm thinking of instead. Gonna do a little bit more, quote-unquote, cheating. So I know pop count isn't very accurate, but I'm gonna turn this Ninja to degree 100 and just see, well, combined with the HELI, how much better it can do. On top of that, I might as well get the degree 100 Navarre 2 as another comparison. And we won't do the Sniper Paragon. We'll just chill with these 3. And you can already tell that, well, we're absolutely shredding skull number 1. Now, this is going to end up stunning the Ninja and the Bolt Paragon, but that's why they're at the front of the track, so that if Vortex does get further away, then they'll still be doing good damage. So if you look at the top left carefully, you can actually see the pop count of all the mini helipads that spawn. These are, I guess, the mini helipads that are invisible. Actually, you can tell by the what do you call it, the snowstorm footprints. Like, the actual sprite's invisible, but you can see the snow platform that's being built. That must mean there is a lot of mini Comanches on the field right now. And that's why they're taking away pop counts from the main heli pilot. Anyway, seems like the Monkey Buccaneer is going ahead of the Ninja Paw. So that's because I think when you stun the Buccaneer Paragon, the mini planes that fly in the air still attack, interestingly enough. And well, with the help of the Degree 100 Buccaneer and Ninja Paragon, looks like we're going to beat this with ease. And I guess you don't need an accurate pop count here to tell that Buccaneer is just destroyed. Look at that, 20 million pops out of 33, plus the AI balloons. Which means that this did out-DPS the Heli Paragon by a lot. And now for a more controlled test over on Logshard. We're going to test again the Degree 1 Heli, and then the Degree 100 after. And then how? Maybe we can even take an in-depth look at, well, how exactly this Paragon works. So I assume we gain more Helis as the balloons go further. There's 3 now. Although I'm pretty sure during the boss game I saw... Wait, let me drop Marine. I saw more than 3, yeah. I think it's just periodically adding. It's not really a amount of length in the track to spawn. It seems like it's time-based. The more mini Helis we spawn, the better. I wonder what the max amount is. Again, it looked like about 9 to me for the Degree 1. I'm not sure if it was more for Degree 100. But it definitely did a lot more damage, that's all I can say. And here is round 140. It looks like we can beat an F-Bad pretty easily. And it doesn't seem like we're getting any more mini Helis at this point, so... Seems like that number is indeed about 9 of them. Honestly, don't know if there's even a point of using the Marine, because it just seems to be the normal Marine. So I'm just gonna be a bit more lazy here and let it ride. Ride these guys out. So based on how this is looking, it does seem like fortified DTs are the bane of the Heli Commander. And this round might be the round that we actually lose to. Okay. Well, the thing with the Heli is that you can do some micro. Instead of leaving on pursuit, I could maybe have them all on follow mouse. Now, there's a problem. When I restart last round, seems like all the mini Helis go away, but hopefully they all come back in time for the wave where I died on. So what I'm gonna do is just leave it in the center, really. And here is the fortified DT wave. How are we doing? Now, I don't have sound enabled for this one, at least on your guy's side. On my side, I can hear it, and I actually hear some clanking. So I think that the Comanche... This Paragon, at least I think the laser blades, they don't pop DDTs. This is not like full popping, lead popping of everything. So that actually explains why we're struggling a decent amount. I would assume the rockets don't pop DDTs either, so that's interesting. Because if that's the case, I'm pretty sure there's 147 is going to be the end then. I'm going to try one last time here. Just see if a bit of micro will do the trick. And actually, it does do the trick, okay. Well, I think the next fortified DT round that has as many as that one, probably be the end for Degree 1. Like 149 here. Oh, okay, this is looking absolutely ridiculous. That's like twice the amount of DTs as 147. And just another try here. Yeah, you see how many DTs there are? It's not looking too close. So we're going to call it there, 149. And we're going to pick it off from round 170 because we already know it's going to shred the rounds 20 rounds before that. Hell, even with 3 mini Comanches, it was still able to break down those fortified DT rush. Okay, so while I was busy watching the Heli Paragon shred, I noticed that the Spawn Marine actually does do a little bit more damage. Because this is the Marine from the normal Chinook. This is the Marine from the Heli Paragon. As you can see, it already out-DPS'd it despite being a really bad spot. So maybe there is a merit to dropping it. Now, once again, DTs still are going to be the bane of Degree 100 because it still doesn't have full DT popping. But it seems to do okay against 190 so far. I do believe also that either these things last longer or the cooldown is shorter. Because in a normal Marine, you cannot have more than 1.2 at a time. But this one seems to have full uptime for 2 of them, and a bit more. And now for round 200, can we beat it? Well, I'd say we got a pretty good chance, considering these things do pretty well against multi-class balloons. And in fact, it looks like we'll clear it pretty quickly. I'm just gonna do a bit of micro myself, just to have, more damage on the fortified instead of the ZMGs. It seems like when I change targeting, only the new mini Comanches that spawn focus the targeting. All the other ones stay as what it originally came in as. That is, of course, unless you manually change them, because as you see, again, there is an invisible pad where you can change the targeting and look at their pop count. Anyways, with all of them back on pursuit, we will still be able to beat the second one, right? Yep. So now that I've had a closer look at the Degree 100 Heli Paragon, it definitely does look like there's more of the mini Comanches. More than, it looks like about a dozen or so. So not a whole lot more than Degree 1, but enough to make a, well, decent difference so far. Now, 204 might just be the end here. This F-Bat is getting really far. And we don't have enough damage to beat the fortified DCs underneath. This was actually like my 5th or so attempt at trying to beat 204, but it seems like we fall just short every time. So I'm gonna call it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase of the last of the military Paragon mods. There's still, I think, 2 or 3 more overall of the mods that I haven't covered yet, so stay tuned for those whenever I cover them. And yeah, that is all. See you guys next time.